My dear friends, I'm very glad to be here today to present not only my own activity as composer, as professor of musician of National Music Academy of Ukraine, but also as co-organizer of such great events here in New York and Manhattan, in East Village, to present the music of Ukrainian composers of five generations. It was not so easy to include into just 3 days into these concert programs all good scores, all good music for good presentation of our music culture, of our great presenters, Sylvester, Ankovich, Hrabowski, and other composers. So, and now I will speak about some points in educational Ukraine's composers' process, and about some generational perspectives. Musical education has always been an integral part of the cultural and educational process in Ukraine. The preservation and enhancement of the spiritual and cultural heritage, the formation of aesthetic and ethical traditions are one of the most basic tasks that education and training of new generation of musicians and composers set themselves. The problems of music education have always been relevant in Ukrainian musicology, cultural studies, and pedagogy. Among domestic studies, the articles of Ivan Dashenko, Alexandra Malazomova, Sergei Volkov, Kira Shamayeva can be distinguished. They address certain issues on the problems of music education, training of artistic cadres in this area. Ukrainian Composers School is one of the most striking and highly professional in its level. The main forces for the upbringing and education of young composers are the National Music Academy of Ukraine, namely in Tchaikovsky, Lviv Lysenko's National Music Academy, Odessa's Nezhdanov's Music Academy, and Kharkiv, Kotlarevsky's named University of Arts. The integration of Ukraine into the Bologna process gives certain results. Alumnus of Ukrainian conservatories and academies as Alexander Chorny, Anna Kushina, Alisa Kobzar, Ilya Razumeika, Roman Grigoriev organically joined to the European educational process, continuing their studies at higher educational institutions abroad. Differentiation bachelor, master, 4-year postgraduate study is as close as possible to the standard of European education. Let's speak about Department of Composition of the National Music Academy of Ukraine. The head of the department is well-known Yevgeny Stankovich. Relies on the Latoshinsky School, a galaxy of famous students, Leonid Hrabowski, Evgeny Stankovich, Valentin Silvestrov, Ivan Karabits, Vitaly Hodzatsky, and we will name other professors as Vitaly Kireikov, Gennady Lashenko, Levko Kolodub, Yuri Ishenko. The most famous graduates of the Academy are Sviatoslav Lunyov, Ivan Taranenko, Sergei Zazhitko, Victoria Poleva, Alla Zagaykevich, Irina Alexichuk, Bogdan Krivopust, Oleg Bezborodko. Young generation, Anna Korsun. She lives in Germany and works at the Netherlands in Amsterdam's conservatory. Also Maxim Kolomyets, Anna Kushina, she lives now in Austria. Svetlana Azarova and Maxim Shalegin now lives in Netherlands as well. Alexei Rutinsky lives in Austria, Adrian Macano lives in Spain, and tandem of our now well-known composers, Shevchenko's award winners, Ilya Razumeyka and Roman Grigoriev. In December, there was a premiere of the opera Mr. Gaz in the La Mama Theatre. Probably you know about it. Also, Dani Yulietman, Katie Lihuta, she lives now in Australia, and Artem Roshenkar, he lives in USA now, nearby Los Angeles, nearby Hollywood. A number of subjects: composition, polyphony, harmony, solfeggio, orchestration, analysis of musical form, the history of foreign music, electronic music, folklore, aesthetic and others provides a diverse education, understanding of cultural processes, the ability to analyze and operate with purely professional concepts, as well as philosophical and aesthetic. The undoubted positive features of the Kiev school are the attraction to scale, the preservation of folk traditions and the Ukrainian identity of music, understanding and ability to work with various forms and in various genres, globality and flexibility of thinking. And now I propose to watch just a little bit a part of my video example. It's a work of composer Sergei Zazhitko. The name of this piece is Dance. It's a piece for oboe and piano, performance Bogdan Halasyuk, oboe, and Dmitro Tavanets, piano. If we will speak about Odessa's Music Academy, the founders of Odessa Composers School include Tamara Sidorenko-Malyukova, George Uspensky, and Alexander Fasotov. The subjects of study in Odessa's conservatory are composition, instrumentation, harmony, solfeggio, the history of music, the analysis of music of form, polyphony. Actually, it's all the same as in National Music Academy of Ukraine, in Kiev. About Lviv National Academy of Music, director of Department of Composition is Bogdan Afrolyak. He's new director after Miroslav Skorik. Also, there are professors Viktor Kaminsky, Yuri Lanyuk, Ostap Manulyak, Ludmila Duma, Bogdan Segin, and other teachers and professors. The subjects of study are the same as in previous ones. Composers Stanislav Ludkiewicz, Vasil Barvinsky, Filaret Kolesa, Roman Simovic, Nestor Nizhakivsky, Mykola Kolesa were educated at European universities such as Vienna, Prague, Berlin. The Prague school is characterized by immersion in the folklore depth of Ukrainian folk art. Vasil Barvinsky, Roman Simovic, Mykola Kolesa, and Nestor Nizhakivsky owes merit to the formation of a national musical style based on the assimilation of neo-romantic and modernist trends in world culture. As far as Kharkiv Composers School, we can say about composers Alexander Shetinsky, Sergei Pelutikov, Alexander Gugin, Alexander Greenberg. But in the last years, Alexander Shutinsky and Sergei Prutikov moved to Kiev, and now they're pretty long time lives here. And Sergei Pelutikov, as I know, he works with children in the music school. Okay, moving forward. The undoubted advantages of our educational system, the studying of many subjects in higher educational institutions, provides a powerful professional base, versatile development of composers, universal education, which allows to specifically specialize in various fields of music, education, and culture organizations, work on radio and television, editing in music publishing houses, teaching at universities and music schools, arrangers for various performances, including show business also, accompanies, cultural managers, organizers of various cultural and art events. Young composers of the new generation who came in 2010 are well versed in the novelties of modern composers' movements, are proficient in computer technology, write using the newest composition techniques. A large number of them constantly attend and study at European master classes and in higher educational institutions with leading composers. I repeat, Maxim Kolomin studied in Cologne with Johannes Schollhorn, Anna Korson with Moritz Egert in Munich in Germany, Ilya Razumeyka in Vienna, Austria with composer Karl-Heinz Essel. The range of genres of new opuses is pretty wide. There are works for a symphony orchestra, chamber ensembles, electroacoustic projects, installations, even new opera. It's, as I said, collaboration of Roman Grigoriev and Ilya Razumeyka, their operas Iov, Ark, and Gaz. I would like to demonstrate also just a little bit part of opera of Ilya Razumeyko and Roman Grigoriev, opera Iov. couldn't disturb because it's a kind of ritual, music ritual, to kind of net of music, charm and absolutely the good energy, this new energy for Ukrainian music, young music, moving forward. I also would like to speak about another composers, young composers in Ukraine. This is Zoltan Almashi, Lyubava Sidorenko, Alexei Voitenko with his very good piece for chamber ensemble Gzim, Nomos for 12 strings, Eric Zahn music for very different instruments, Oleg Bezborodko, Zub, Vitaly Vyshinsky, Bogdan Krivopust, Alexei Shmurak. Also, I would like to mark also Maxim Shaligin with his piece Lullaby, Maxim Kolomyets with Aperon, Compressed Light, Ostap Manulyak with his Transgressions, Alexei Rutinsky, Yelena Serova, Bogdan Segin, Shur Anna Korson, Andrei Merkel, Sergei Vilka, Anna Kushina. The youngest generation, Adrian Makano, with his piece Desolate Landscapes, Daniel Gateman, Morok. And now the Ukrainian Composer School is actively developing. Young composers have the opportunity to study at international master classes in universities abroad. The success of our graduates in concerts and festivals in Europe also speaks of success. The works of Shaligin, Ratinsky, Korsun, Arkushina, Mokan, Getman, Razumeyko, Grigoriev, the association New Opera with their works Iov, Ark, Gas, sound on concert venues abroad, and step by step they are gaining a large audience. With a generation of composers over 30 years old, the emergence of new radical and ultra-radical ideas contributed to the desire to try all new musical styles of composition. We can name some features that are characteristics of modern Ukrainian music. First, a high level of composing technique in the work created. Second, the mastery of pan-European and world aesthetics. Third, the presence of a wide variety of genres: symphonic, oratory, chamber, vocal, electronic, theater, and film music. All this testifies to the turbulent processes of development of modern music in Ukraine. At the same time, we need more communication with leading world composers in the future, strengthening and deepening of creative ties and collaboration with foreign universities, to always be at the center of cultural and educational processes, while preserving the Ukrainian identity in music and folklore traditions, teaching in the context of modern world composer schools. Rich in traditions and achievements, the Ukrainian Composer School adequately fits into the global context, proves the effectiveness of the national education system of composers, and this allows us to look with optimism into the future of Ukrainian music and to wait for new discoveries and the appearance of new wonderful works. So, in conclusion, I would like to present just also a short part of video of my concert project, Piano Factory. I will show you a video of a piece of my student Yana Shlebanskaya, a piece for piano and electronic. Further, Impossible, Closer. Performers Vlad Kuznetsov piano and Yana Shlebanskaya with electronic. the second year of Magisterium in this year should finish Music Academy. So, thank you for your attention. I will finish my very briefly explanation of some points of education of Ukrainian composers. So, we will continue our roundtable with the same questions, with the same topics about education in Ukraine for composers. Thank you so much.